Hello and welcome back to the Vintage Unicorn Beauty Makeup and Whatever. I am today just going to be doing my kind of regular look and jumping to the defense of one of my all-time favorite palettes. So this is the Subculture Palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I feel like it's the most hated palette of any palette ever made, and it's such a shame because it's probably my favorite palette if I'm talking neutrals. I was thinking my two favorite palettes are the Pastel Goth palette and the Subculture palette. So I did this look as a kind of grungy everyday wear, rocker alternative, eye accentuating color scheme, and I hope you guys really enjoy it. Please remember to subscribe. We are moving through the giveaways. Kat Von D is coming up. We are almost there. Right after that, I have a Jeffree Star Blood Sugar ready to give to one of you guys. Also, I would like to announce that in this video, I decided to pick just a random commenter to send a gift to, and that commenter, your name is Sophia. Sophia, I'm going to be reaching out to you and I'll let you know what you've won. Thank you guys so much for keeping me going. You guys just are so some of the comments are so empowering, and I really do thank you guys for that. I don't have a lot of personal confidence. I'm quite introverted, and you guys really have given me something to come home and look forward to in doing these videos. So thank you and enjoy the video. Alright, so while my hair dries, I am just going to kind of do my everyday smoky kind of eye. I spent most of the day thinking of what I was going to do in a tutorial tonight, and I just couldn't. I kept drawing a blank. There was so much I wanted to do, and I recorded the E. Sedgwick one and it didn't turn out so great, so I'm just going to do my normal kind of eye accentuation color vibe video. So right now I'm priming my eyes, and instead of using an eye primer, I'm actually using the NARS Creamy Matte Concealer, and I cannot get over how good this smells. I really can't. I don't know why it smells so good. It might just be me. I don't know. If any of you guys think this stuff smells good, let me know. So I'm also going to take just a little bit and put it under my eyes because I did have a little bit of a hard day. There's still a little bit of makeup on my face, but that's okay. I generally like my makeup pretty messy, so I'm just going to blend that down. And I will bring out the Beauty Blender in a moment to get that a little bit more. But I'm going to be using, I was thinking about this today. I have two all-time favorite palettes. One of them is the Pastel Goth palette by Kat Von D for my colors. The other is the ABH palette for my neutrals. So I understand that both of those get a lot of flack, and I don't really understand why. I absolutely adore them, and I think that they are irreplaceable staples in my makeup collection, and I wouldn't do anything. I would die without them, like, probably. Alright, so I'm going to do just an eye accentuation video. I have a little bit of a strange eye color. They're not blue, they're not green, they're actually a gray, if you can see. So the normal, you know, tips and tools and stuff for eye accentuation doesn't quite work right for me, and I like to show my gray eyes. So instead of using the classic counter scale, I actually go for cool tones, which is probably why I really love the ABH palette. So I am going to, using the brush that it came with, dip into Dawn, which is kind of a medium crease color, tap off a little bit of the excess, and start shading in this little outer portion. This is a highly pigmented palette, but once you get the hang of it, it's probably gonna become your favorite. So there I have added just a little bit of warmth to the crease and to the outer areas of my eye, dipping again and doing likewise on the other eye. And a little bit goes a very long way, so just keep that in mind. I know there are probably more videos out there saying how horrible this palette is and videos defending it, and I get literally nothing for defending it, but when I see one of my all-time favorite palettes being dragged, I just kind of want to show an alternative. Maybe it's not what everyone is looking for. I know that a lot of people really love the soft glam and modern Renaissance palettes, and they were just not for me. So there we go. I have built up a fairly nice amount of transition color It's a cool tone orange, and it'll be really easy to work with. So now I'm going to be dipping into some of the more intense colors and amping up that eye. The light is also changing, so I had to kind of adjust the lighting. So going in with the other side of the brush, which is almost a packer type brush, very gently in the color Axis. I mean, I barely touched it and that's what I got. I want to start accentuating the outer V, and it's going to be messy. It's going to be very pigmented. I just want to build like a C looking structure, and I want to do so on the other eye as well. This is definitely not going to be everybody's look, but for me, I absolutely adore it. It's such a smoky kind of devil may care look. And then I want to cut that into the crease ever so slightly, and then just continue to blend and add color so that it's really there on both the upper and lower lash lines, but I want it to start to kind of fluff away. So I'm going to continue blending and I will be back. Alright, so I'm nice and blended, and the color transition is looking beautiful in the mirror. I think on camera the light is picking it up a little strangely, so I'm just going to continue to blend and add a little bit more of that gorgeous green, that Axis shade, and just start packing in the pigment and blending it out, packing and blending. And I want to stay away from the lower lash line at this point because it's got a lot of pigment on it already. So I also want to talk about something else. I've seen a lot of posts regarding Manny MUA and Jeffree Star's summer palettes looking identical, and for that matter looking identical to Sugar Pill's custom palette. Well, the thing is, that's kind of the look this summer is, you know, the bright, vibrant colors, the pool blues and all of that. And it's not a new concept, those colors. I think that just everyone jumped on them at the exact same moment. So right now I'm just smoking that out as softly and as precisely as I can, wanting to bring everything out into almost a wing so that when I apply my wing liner it will complement. So that was just my little 2 cents about the drama in the beauty world. Because I enjoy watching influencer videos. I enjoy watching drama videos. Of course, it's like my life aspiration to one day be a big beauty person. But for now, I watch from the side. And honestly, I'm quite happy with that. I also want to announce that I decided to do an impromptu giveaway. Now the Kat Von D giveaway is still live and we haven't decided a winner yet, though there was a young lady named Sophia who left just such a lovely comment, and you know, I really thought about this for a while, and I would love to, if she would be willing. She's not out of the running for the Kat Von D 10th anniversary palette because that is chosen randomly. I just kind of randomized it, but I would love to send you some makeup to start your collection, Sophia. If you would be interested in that, just hit me up. So, and I will also hit you up in the comments. So now I'm going to take my finger and I am going to touch Adorn. It's one of the foiled shadows, and I'm going to cover where I went over in the Roxy color, just to bring almost a halo effect and clean up some of the muddiness that is just the nature of this palette. And it is the Subculture palette. It's not everybody's, you know, soft glam look or whatever. So once that's applied, I want to go right back into blending that green pigment up and out so that there aren't any harsh lines. I love the feel of these pigments. I love the way that they move. I love the messiness to them. I love the rugged nature of them. If you were going for a more precise eye, I could see why you wouldn't enjoy these colors. But for me, it's just, I mean, this palette is an everyday masterpiece. And I just want to continue blending and smoking that out. And I am back to using the ABH brush that came with the palette. And one more time, I'm going to dip into Untamed on the very tip of the brush and give one more go over in that green. And actually, you know what, let's do a little tiny bit of Axis mixed with it. I don't want anyone to think that this isn't a dark Julie green. Just love, love, love this palette. And I think there must be something to it that most of the palettes I love end up getting a lot of flack that other people don't like them, but everyone's looking for their own look, you know? And the truth is, with eyeshadow, if you blend enough, I feel, you can make a look out of anything. And if you feel confident wearing it, then it's gonna show through. So, there I have the majority. I'm going to take my pinky and dip into Electric, which is a greenish foil, and just place that on the inner tear duct. And I am not even going to clean this up. I am going to do, I actually wanted to try this product. It's by Lottie London, it's a stamp liner, but for this I want to do a much bigger line. So in the future I will. So for now, I am just going to draw on my normal wing, starting at the inner corner. And do this in the mirror. Starting at the inner corner, and I always like to think of my wing that I'm putting it on like pixel by pixel, because it is such an intense process and it's so like high potential to mess it up. So I would much rather be slow and steady and win the race. And it's also another trick of mine that I always try and finish the almond portion of my eye before I start drawing the wing. And then drawing the wing is a process, going from the lower lash line and just slowly going upwards. And then matching, of course, is the hardest thing. And I want to do a larger wing because I am doing a larger eye. And then just matching that geometric shape, cleaning it up any way that I need to, maybe elongating it. And I always use this eye for reference for this eye. So I'm just going to take it from the very edge and bring it back down. All right, so my wings are on, and now I just want to connect them through. So I'm going very gently, taking care and effort not to get it in my eye, and connecting to the inner tear duct. Connecting those two on the interior of the eye. You know, one thing I do not understand is why After Prison Show is not a bigger show. That must be one of my absolute all-time favorites. Like, I could listen to that all day and night. I could listen to Joe Guerrero. He's just hilarious. So then I'm just gonna blend. And of course, you know, I have my own motives for enjoying that kind of thing. So I have my basic eye on that I would wear pretty much any day, and I love it. So I'm gonna apply my lashes and then we'll see how it looks. All right, lashes are on, so I'm just gonna clean up a little and aim to reconceal and sculpt the face a little bit more. So I'm using my color correcting stick here, beauty blender, and just going in. I don't wanna mess up that shape that I have going. And because I put down the NARS creamy concealer, it's actually quite an easy process to correct my skin tone right now. And that's another thing, correcting skin tone is going to do massive work for the rest of your look. You know, I can't even think of how many looks I've looked at to try and recreate where I noticed that really the only thing going was great skin. You know, I mean, there is something always to be said for heavy eye makeup. I love it, I live for it, but your skin is the foundation. Your foundation is your foundation if you wear foundation, and that's kind of what you want to aim to amp up. So I'm going to go in with the Beauty Blender directly into the NARS and clean up just a little bit. Also add a little bit of natural highlight because I'm not going to be wearing highlighter with this look. It just seems a little strange to do that. And this is in this shade Chantilly. So it's almost like a bisque Vanilla, I believe it is the lightest shade that they carry. But I've got some serious bags going on, so I'm having to beat them into submission. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm also going to take just a little bit on the tip of the Beauty Blender and outline just above where I'm going to do my contour and just below, as well as down the middle of the nose, because I'm going to contour the whole face. And this is a very subculture look, I think, you know, like the pallid skin and all that, and I just live for it. I love it. And I want to show the eye accentuation that I was going for up close a little bit. Now, a color like this would probably focus a little bit more, but I also like art in my makeup. I like to look a little bit different. I don't want to, you know, have 15 palettes that are all neutrals. The closest palette that I have to neutral that I use on any kind of regular basis is the Subculture palette. So that just goes to show. I mean, I have like the Tartist Amazonian clay one, and I've used it maybe once for one shade. It's just not my cup of tea. And I'm gonna bring a little bit right there just to give myself a little bit more of a nose in the interim, and then blend all that out. All right, and my hair has dried down quite nicely, so I just want to go ahead and show the eye look that I was trying to capture. It's very smoky, it's very dark, it's very alluring, especially from far away with the hair. And then I wanted to answer some questions about my hair. I don't actually dye my hair. I haven't dyed my hair in like 6-7 months. I use Overtone, which is an amazing product. It conditions, it treats, and it adds color. So as you can see, I used some in the shower I was just in, so it did deposit a good amount of color to the overall hair. And I'm kind of not wanting to straighten these days. I'm kind of liking just the kind of this look. That's a little crazy, but you know, we'll tone it down with some stuff, some product. And for lips, I would either do a red or leave kind of neutral. So I just wanted to show my everyday kind of, I guess, grunge, eye accentuating smoky eye. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please remember to subscribe. The giveaway is still live. And Sophia, you have won a start to your new collection. I am so excited to be on YouTube and be doing this and doing something I love. I just can't wait to get in front of the camera when I get home. So please look forward to my next series, which is going to be an icon series. And mwah, you guys are amazing.